Reaction is coming in from opposition parties following President Cyril Ramaphosa's failed bid to have the Apex Court hear his application over the Phala Phala report. In December, you'll remember Ramaphosa filed an application over the independent panel's work and findings. It determined he may have a case to answer over the 2020 robbery at his farm, where it is alleged that US dollars were stolen. Erin Bates is tracking developments for us from the Constitutional Court. What are we hearing? Erin, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Dudu. Well, we have heard now from the EFF. Of course, they applied to be an intervening party in this now stillborn bid by the president to the very Apex Court. It insists that Ramaphosa must resign and has welcomed the decision by the bench of the Constitutional Court to dismiss the president's application, which, as you say, was made in December, not on an urgent basis, and challenging that independent panel report into the Phala Phala saga, the Phala Phala Paga, as you may want to call it. Dudu, what's important here is to just reflect again on what were some of the president's submissions in his application to the highest court in the country. He included an averment, an assertion to the Constitutional Court that the panel had failed to distinguish between information and evidence, and this over some of the submissions which were tabled to that independent panel led by Chief Justice Sandile Ngobo, based on what Arthur Fraser, the former spy boss, had put in a statement he filed with the Rosebank police station over the Phala Phala matter when he opened a criminal case as a private individual, or laid charges, one could say, against the president. That being the sort of trigger for the Phala Phala matter coming into the public domain. And now we hear from the EFF that it's welcomed this decision. It viewed the president's approach to the Apex Court as irrational and senseless from the very get-go. And although it too has been shunned, you could say, in that the intervention application was dismissed, most importantly in terms of the news today coming out of this very court is that dismissal of the president's application without any costs ordered. We will have a briefing from presidential spokesperson Vincent Magwenya a little later this afternoon, and that may well give us some sense of the way forward or not on this matter, and whether or not there's any appetite on the part of the president to drive this legal challenge. Now that he's failed in the top court, he could go right down to the bottom.
Absolutely. Erin Bates, thank you. For now, we'll touch base with you a little bit later on, coming to us from the Constitutional Court. The Congress